Hey there, my name's Maude. I'm from Geek Bomb and I'm doing my very first book review. I'm a big avid reader. I read a lot and I read a lot of fantasy. So this particular book, I adored it, so I wanted to do my book review on it. It's called The Name of the Wind. It's by Patrick Rothfuss. It was written in about 2007. He's already written a second book and it will be in a trilogy when he's done with it all called the King Killer Chronicles. So far I haven't actually seen any king killing, so you know it's going to be a long way for this journey. If you do go on the internet, you'll find that the average review is 4.6 out of 5. I have to agree. I give it 4.5 out of 5. It's a great book. So if you want to know why, keep watching. Patrick Rothfuss is a very unique writer. Like I said, I've read a lot of fantasy and I've never read any kind of writings or tales or short stories or anything like this that uses his tone. His tone can only be described as very clever but subtle and simple. So the fact that you can combine both clever and simple together, it's a feat in itself. It's the kind of book where you're reading it and you blink and it's like 100 pages gone. So you're not kind of scratching your head or trying to get your head around, distances or maps but that doesn't make any sense. It all makes perfect sense. In fact, the lore that is created, the mythology that is created, the creatures, the magic, all of it seems perfectly logical. He's done a really great job with that. The tale is about Kvothe. Now, it's a tricky name. It's spelt Kvothe. It's said to be pronounced like Quoth, but it's Kvothe. And basically, he's the coolest redhead you're ever going to meet. You are introduced to him, he's in his mid-30s, he's an innkeeper, and you're like, that's pretty dull. But then you realise pretty quickly that this man has actually been known by another name, because he doesn't call himself Quoth at all anymore, and this person has lived an extraordinary life. He has been through it all. Some of the tales have been completely blown out of proportion, but the crux of it is quite true, and he's been there, he's done that. He's a magician, he knows all languages, he knows different types of arts, he's a musician, and that's true. He starts off being a bard, and that is his bread and butter. That's what he loves music. And the way that Patrick writes about this music, it's like the air that Kvothe breathes. He loves his lute like it's his only possession in the world, and a lot of the time it is. The way he writes about melodies, harmonies, and the chords and the songs that he writes and these lyrics, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Because you do know that this person who runs an inn has otherwise been known as this man who's gone on journeys, you're like, as a reader, I want to know what these things are. And the great part about this book is that it's essentially a biography. Kvothe has realised that he's done all these things, so he wants to document it and write it out. And so the tale is pretty much done from his point of view. Without spoiling anything, you are taken on the journey from when he was a kid, starting off with tragic loss, and then you understand slum life, and then you figure out his education and what he learns, and he's a very keen and excitable learner. The best part is, it's not like a lot of the fantasy books that we've seen at the moment, where there's, huge deaths and epic tales, and it all just feels like it's blown up to this level where you're just like, I'm not even sure if I'm enjoying this anymore. Like the shock value, and then you've just got to do harder and bigger. Patrick just says that that's BS, and it's so true. Simplicity is really what works with this one. What I appreciate is what Patrick has made up. The magic, the arcanistry, that's now a word. He kind of mixes alchemy and chemistry to make things completely believable. I think it's really clever what he's done. It is a fantastic read. If you don't like the big hyped up tales and you just want something that's so clever and so amazing and tells a story of a guy, yes, an orphan, but breaks a lot of cliches, give this one a go. If you have read it and want to know more about the next book, Name of the Wind, I'll be doing a review on that too, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for listening. Bye!